Hello everybody and welcome back to MechWarrior 4 Mercenaries, where we just requisitioned ourselves a fair number of assault mechs. So let's hop into the mech lab, and first things first, we are going to modify our Mauler, which is no longer going to be ours. So we're just going to strip all the weapons off of it for right now. That's all we're going to do there. Then we are going to hop into the longbow here and take a look at how it's set up. This is an interesting setup for sure as far as a missile boat goes. It's got the Beagle active probe and the laser anti-missile systems. Its armor is very close to maxed stock. I think we maybe leave this as stock. Just change it over to a giraffe. There we go. Perfect. And I think we just leave that. And then let's modify the Daishi. Of course, we're going to make this be a giraffe. I'm going to take off all of the speed for now. We'll put more speed back on later, but that will allow us to put 3 tons into armor. But even that's not enough to max this thing, and I absolutely hate this loadout. So we're going to ditch all of that and max out this armor. Now that does give us 0.8 tons. I'm going to go ahead and take 1/10 of a ton of armor off of each leg, just to give us an even amount of tonnage. And then we'll slap on these Clan LBX AC-20s, because I love the feel of LBX AC-20s in this game. And then we have 10 tons to work with. Now we could go with ER large lasers. That said, we do have 18 heat sinks on this thing. Let's pull all of those off for now. And let's just check the market to see what is available for energy weapons that would fit into those hardpoints. There are 3 large X pulse lasers available. And I think I'm going to buy all 3 of them. I don't think we're going to be able to equip all 3 of them, at least not without substantial heat issues. Let's see, a large X pulse laser weighs 5 tons? Maybe. Look at this heat efficiency. And then like an ER large pulse laser, just because we don't happen to have another large X. The question then becomes, how much of a difference will 7 heat sinks actually make on this heat efficiency chart? And I'm guessing not very much. Oh boy, that is awful. Okay, we are going to ditch this laser and this laser. And then maybe go with a long-range weapon in the center. Like a very long-range weapon. Like a long tom. No, we're not going to go for a long tom. We don't have the weight for a long tom. I don't know. Maybe... I mean, we have 11 tons to work with right now. I'd like to have one more weapon. I'd like it to be relatively heat neutral. I mean, we could do an Ultra AC-2, but I think that would be an awful idea, just in terms of the weight. We could just put a Streak SRM-6 in the missile rack. And then 7 additional heat sinks. Like that. Our heat efficiency is still not great, but it's better than it could have been. Our firepower is up there. I mean, realistically, this mech is pretty devastating. At least, once we get in range. But that's what the large X's are for, while we're closing. They're only a range of 700 meters, though. We could put on, like, an ERPPC. We don't have one, we'd have to buy one. But we could put on, like, an ERPPC, but I'd rather not put something that affects the heat efficiency. We could do LRMs, but the lock-on noise is pretty annoying, so I'm probably not going to do that. I would normally, under most circumstances, I would put an LRM 20 over this Clan Streak 6. But the lock-on sound. Oh boy, the lock-on sound. So that's not really an option. I think this'll have to do. So we'll run it with the Streak 6 bound in with the LBX AC-20 since it has a comparable range. And then the large X's will become our not really long range at 700 meters, but like extended medium range engagement tool. Something along the lines of that. Okay, now we need to set up the Mauler for AI use. It's already maxed on armor, so that's perfect. We've got missile hardpoints up here. Let's give the AI something along the lines of a pair of LBX AC-10s. Save a little bit of weight there. And then say... I'm not liking what our weight is ending up being here. Oh well, we can drop the engine speed. No, we can't. We can drop the heat sinks a bit, though. Okay, and then from there, we could do, say, a pair of ER large lasers. That's kind of bad on the heat efficiency, but we'll readdress that later on. And then, say... I would love to do the pair of Clan LRM 20s. That would mean we'd only have one additional ton for a heat sink. But the Clan ones weigh so much less. Let's check the free market for a Clan LRM 15. Yeah. That's more like it right there. With the tonnage of 4.5, that's much more doable. So we'll pull up the Mauler, give him some long-range tools in addition to the ER large lasers, a pair of Clan LRM 15s, like that, and then we can put 4 more heat sinks on. Well, 4 heat sinks, 4 more heat sinks. Okay, so something along the lines of this. Okay. Now then, I was planning on doing the beach fight, not the backstab. So the backstab is essentially the infamy route, whereas the beach fight is the honor route. We're already kind of going the honorable route, so I'll just go through this real quick. We would get paid far less for doing this, and we would ambush the Jade Falcons in their roost. Striking unannounced on the eve of the expected trial of possession will maximize confusion and minimize the Falcons' long-range weapons advantage. Sure. However, we could also defeat Star Colonel Aisa Thastis in a trial of possession for the Kokwala island chain. She's bid her command star of medium and heavy mechs in this trial. A single star of medium and heavy? That doesn't sound too bad. Clan warriors are bred for combat from birth. Expect heavy resistance.
Okay, sir, if you're serious about going through with this trial of possession, I'll broadcast your intent to the clanners. I suggest outfitting both of our lances with the best tech available. Meeting clanners on their own terms won't be easy.
Indeed. It looks like Rufus is currently wounded. Do we have anybody who is not already here? I think we don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we don't. We need another MechWarrior then. The game just crashed. Okay. Well, that's exciting. First time I've had that happen. It definitely will have saved the mech changes that we made, though. So let's just hop right back into the free market this way, and let's get somebody who's relatively cheap. I mean, do we actually care? Like, maybe we should get somebody who's actually good. Mustang is a Lance commander, and so I feel like isn't the best option since we already have one in Blaze. That said, a backup wouldn't be the worst thing. And her stats do appear to be pretty much the best. Scrapper is not quite on the same level, but he's pretty good. Yeah, I think we go for Mustang here. Okay, there we go. Now we'll try this again. So the question is, do we put Mustang or Blaze in charge of this? And I think we put Mustang since she is pretty much better across the board. So we'll bring Blaze in our lance then. We are, of course, going to be driving the Daishi. And then we'll put, say, the Mauler over here. And then, in place of this Argus 12, we will run the Longbow, but I'd like... Actually, in place of this Catapult, we'll run the Longbow. There we go. Shredder is much better than Spirit, so I would rather have the Assault Mech there. And then that's all of our assaults distributed. So then the Argus is... I'm just checking the differential here. Catapults are certainly better. We've got the Thanatos. We lost the Black Knight, that's right, and the Loki. So Catapult 16, Catapult 20, Mauler 26, Thanatos 27. Are we missing a mech for this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we're not. I just don't have one on the field. What don't I have on the field here? We have the Longbow, the Mauler. I counted right? Argus 12, 1, 2, skipping the Shadowcat, 3, 4, 5, to Catapult 20, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's 8 mechs. What are we missing? Argus 12, we're missing a Catapult, is what we're missing. Catapult 16. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So we're bidding 2 lances of heavy and assault versus 1 star of medium and heavy mechs. That doesn't seem bad. Let's do this.
Lance has acknowledged order.
Attention! This is Star Colonel Aisa Fastus of the Jade Falcons. I claim these islands in the name of Khan Martha Pride. I bring to this trial of possession a full binary of mechs.
This is Spectre 1, commander of this Highlanders company. I refute your claim to this territory. I bring 2 lances of warriors to end this struggle.
2 lances against 2 stars of Jade Falcons? You underestimate us.
Do you wish to rebid your position, Star Colonel?
Neg, you will suffer for your insolence.
Well bargained and done. Come and get me.
Hang on, this is a binary, not a star. Also, I didn't see any mediums in that. This is gonna get exciting. Okay, there's a vulture. Everybody focus it.
Take out the designated target.
Roger. Copy.
Roger, lead.
Roger 6. If I didn't know better, I'd say you were enjoying this a little too much, sir.
Facing down the clan, outnumbered in the field of honor? I was born for this fight.
Just make sure you live to finish it.
Roger, I'm planning on it.
Target is toast. Target eliminated.
Another one bites the dust.
Target's destroyed. Roger, Spectre. I cannot comply. Roger, Spectre. I'm sorry, Spectre. I cannot do that.
Roger. No can do.
Roger. Sorry, sir. No can do.
No can do, sir.
Cannot comply.
You're out of luck on that one.
Roger. Roger that.
This is
Roger,
gonna keep
Spectre.
going for
Roger,
a while.
Spectre. Target destroyed. Target eliminated.
Target eliminated.
Target taken out.
Take out the designated target.
Roger. Roger.
Roger that.
Roger, Spectre.
I think we're
Target
getting
destroyed. Target destroyed.
Target eliminated.
Target's destroyed.
blow up that Nova Cat since he was shut down. Kind of taking a beating right now, but hopefully we'll be able to sustain this.
I marked their forces at 50% strength. We're doing slightly better.
Take out the designated target.
Roger, Spectre. Roger. Copy. Roger, Spectre.
Reactor breach imminent.
3 Falcons remain. Finish them off, Commander.
I'm on it.
Target is tossed. Target destroyed.
Target eliminated.
Target taken out.
Take out the designated target.
Roger, Spectre. I cannot comply. Roger, Spectre. I'm sorry, Spectre. I cannot do that.
Roger, Spectre. No can do.
Roger. You're out of luck there, sir.
No can do, sir.
Can't do it.
No can do.
Curse you, freebirds!
Star Colonel Fastus, I hereby claim you as my bondsman. You now serve the Northwind Highlanders under my direct command.
Sir, I object. You can't be serious. Clanners cannot be trusted.
At ease, Lieutenant. I'm in command here. She might be a vicious clan marauder, but now she's our vicious clan marauder.
I don't like it at all, sir.
I don't need you to like it, Castle. Spectre out.
Well, I hope it was everything you wanted, sir. The clanners have been beaten on their own terms, and MERCnet is abuzz with our achievement. Whenever a Merc unit takes down clanners, it can't help but be good for business.
And all we captured was a Loki and a Vulture? And I suppose a Bondsman, too. But, not great in terms of salvage. Realistically, let's hop into the mech lab here. And we're going to mark both of these for repair. There we go. We're not going to advance time just yet. We'll hop into the free market, and I want to get rid of this Shadow Cat. We're not going to be keeping that around. And the next question is, we need a substitute mech for the heavy/assault category. Do we substitute the Loki or the Vulture? And I think we go for the Loki. So I'll just sell the Vulture and keep us bolstered a bit. I like how our rating went down. Oh, that's great. Okay, so there's apparently no news. Yep. No news. Okay. And we're done on New Exford. So we can now go somewhere else, like maybe Hesperus 2? Or Vernki, which apparently is how I pronounce that now. So that will be exciting. But deciding which we're going to is definitely a job for next episode. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you all next time.